we created this acronym SHORT as a mnemonic device to remind you, too, not only how important it is to tell stories, but how important it is to tell short stories. There's nothing worse than a long-winded storyteller. Stories that take only a few moments to tell, and by that we mean 2 or 3 minutes, and we'll be talking about more about this a little bit later, but let's look at each one. Every story needs a situation, a context, a where and when. And this is the place where so many business presentations fall short. They dive right into the data and they don't give a context. People want context. Our brains want context. In Virgin Airlines example, the context was we all imagine Richard Branson desperate as a 26-year-old in love, needing to get a flight to the Virgin Airlines. Which leads us to the next part, which is the character, the hero, what they want, what their point of view is. And the hero can be a customer, a client, a patient, a treatment, a place. Depending on which story you're telling and what bucket you're pulling from, this hero will change. What you need to be pretty sure of is that you can assume the hero is not your business. Whoever or whatever it is, the audience needs to feel equal with that hero and remember or relate to that hero. Remember the brain science. We locate our experience in other people's stories. So from my vantage point, to go back to those MIT students, they were the heroes because they were these forward-thinking, young, dynamic, incredibly smart people solving the problems of not only our environment but our energy. But when we worked with them, the students made the audience and the needs of the earth the hero of the story. So it's a good example of how you can kind of shift and craft who the hero is. Every story needs obstacles. This is the beating heart of every story that's ever told. The who or what is in the way of getting what the hero, the character, the client wants or needs. And this is where you ask yourself, what does your client need they can't get? What is stopping them from achieving this? The best stories you tell capture this part, the obstacles they're experiencing. Richard Branson needed an airplane to get off that island. Sometimes we start with our clients who get stuck in that knot Barbara was talking about by just brainstorming all the obstacles, and that can be a great place to start to build stories from there. Every story needs resolution, the road to resolution, and this is the part of the story that we're all waiting for. It's the chronology, the thread, and then what happened that leads to the final T for transformation. And of course, this sounds very epic, but it's really just the aha, the lightning bolt of the solution, where a customer needs get served, cost reduction is achieved, the speech went really well, the cancer is in remission. It's a change agent, and we all have these stories. And it's not, again, like I was saying, the Trojan War epics that we need to pull out of our organizations. They just have to be vivid, they have to be real, and they have to help your listeners connect the dots that lead to an outcome.